So this is stage 4B, Cobbled climbs reverse. I sped the video up to about 200% because I don't think you want to sit and watch this in regular speed. But I changed the cameras just to kind of get me on the bike and the screen, so you can see I'm actually like not sitting on a couch playing a video game. You actually have to ride, getting the shoulders loosened up, getting ready to go. Looks like it's going to start now. People pretty much jumped right off the line and started hauling ass. I actually got to do a little of this ride last night, but unfortunately I had some connectivity issues with the bike and the software, so when the start happened, everybody took off and I basically was just at the starting line. Like, I was pedaling but my bike wasn't moving, so I had to go in and reconnect, and by the time I did that I was a minute behind, so I just rode for a little bit just to check it out, and then I dropped out. So yeah, I like this sped up. It looks like I'm really moving fast, but I'm not. It's at 200%. But yeah, you can see kind of, I'm on a bike, I'm riding, shifting like you normally would. You'll notice once the hills start coming, you'll see, I have to get out of the saddle and push a little harder. Sometimes if someone breaks away, I'll have to pedal a little faster to try to catch them, like here. Yeah, this course, I think it's in Yorkshire. There's a couple climbs in here that are 10 to 16% grade, and they're horrible. Like, I just don't like hills. I got to train more on hills because I kind of struggle there. But yeah, I'm the guy like in the middle of the screen there. Again, I'm in the black jersey with the, looks like a Z on the back. It's actually like I think it's a W or mountain, something like that. But yeah, these guys are taking off. We're going pretty fast. Right here we're going up about a 9. It's turning red. It's probably, I think, like a 10% grade, maybe a 12. It's not fun. So yeah, you actually feel it. It's harder to pedal. Your legs are just burning, and you just want to get to the top. Yeah, it looks like we're at 11% grade now. I think this was like 5.8 miles maybe. Again, it was supposed to be just like a 1-lap quick race. That's why there was 2 sections to stage 4, an A and a B. You're supposed to do A, then you get like a 10 to 15 minute break, and then you jump right in and do B. Luckily though, they run these races like every day, so you can ride them as much as you want. So like technically, if I didn't like the time I got on this, I would still have tomorrow and Sunday to try to do it again. And I think you can, it takes your top scores from like 10 rides. I think if you do more than that, then it kind of is like, okay, you're insane. This might be where it was hitting. It might be 13%, maybe 15. I don't know. I can't really. Downside to seeing me on the screen is I can't tell what's going on in the race. I can't see the stats, so I'm basically blind. That it's so small on there. But yeah, this was like all uphill most of the way. There was a little bit of downhill. Again, I was hoping maybe for a nice flat area at the end for a good sprint, but I think the finish for this was uphill, so it makes it difficult. And then yeah, what's nice on here is I have a rocker plate, so the bike's basically mounted to this platform that can sway left to right. It has a little bit of movement forward and back, but mostly it's left and right. So when you're on the bike, you're kind of trying to balance it. And what that does is it helps keep you from getting saddle sores and your ass from hurting from a bike that's on a stationary trainer that doesn't move. You have pressure, on your sit bones constantly. Where here, since the bike's rocking back and forth, you're getting like that little millisecond or so of rest on each side of your ass cheeks. So when I first got the trainer, after about 30 minutes, I couldn't really stay on any longer because it just hurt to sit. Now I can go like an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, and it doesn't bother me at all. So it's a nice investment. Some people don't like it because it makes unnatural movement, but if you're mindful of that, you can correct it and make sure that when you're swaying the bike, you're swaying it correctly. in here, like when I'm climbing one of the hills, you might be able to see that as my left leg goes down, the bike kind of leans to the left, and that's incorrect. Basically, whatever leg is down, you should be leaning the bike the opposite direction. When you're on the road anyway, that's how it works. If you were to have your left leg down and lean the bike to the left, you'll basically fall over. So you're kind of trying to counterbalance. And that's one of the things people complain about with rocker plates, is that because it's got like rubber elastomer type things, and then there's two balls on each end that kind of spring you back to the center, so it can make the movement a little unnatural. But like if you deflate the balls all the way and leave it as loose as possible, it's a lot easier to get that natural motion back into it. So I'm glad I bought it. I was kind of hesitant because everything I do costs money, but I really wanted to be able to be on the bike longer. And like I said, if you don't get out of the saddle and you're just on the bike, it's fine. When you get out of the saddle, that's where some of the problems happen, but it doesn't seem to affect me. On occasion it'll do it, I'll think about it, and then I'll correct it. And like I said, deflating the balls on the side help that a lot, because then you're basically, there's no resistance to the bike. If I push the bike to the left, it'll go to the left and just stay there. Where if the balls are inflated, when you push to the left, that ball's going to compress, but then what it wants to do is expand, and it forces you back to the other side. So anyway, back to the race. I'm just hanging out in here in the main pack. It's moving really fast. Looks like we finished 4.2 miles. Being the miles we need to complete is like a light blue. I can't see it, so I don't know what's left. We're in about 12 minutes in. So it's probably going to finish soon. There was a couple people in the front that were like extremely fast, so I'm guessing they're going to be DQ'd down a Class D. So again, that's kind of the struggle with this. I mean, if I had a laptop or my tablet, I could put on Zwift Power and open that up, and then while I'm racing, apparently I can look at that and actually see who's legal, I guess, in the race and who isn't. So that way, if there's 3 people in front of me but they're not supposed to be there, I'll know I'm in first place and I don't have to push as hard. But it's just a lot of equipment and a lot of gear to have. So, like I said, I don't want to spend all my money on all this stuff. But yeah, eventually, I'd like to make the videos a little better. I think having like the actual race screen, like full screen in the video, and then in the corner, like a little picture in a picture, have me on the bike, maybe different angles, might make it a little more interesting and fun to watch. You'll see me suffer and wince with pain going up the hills. But right now, this is what I got. So I figured, I'll put this one out there, so you can actually see how hard I have to work. All right, so right around here, I put it on normal speed. So this is kind of what it looks like regular. So I think I'm kind of in the back. There's guys ahead of me. I'm in 7th place. I'm going to try to just like crank it out and see if I can catch somebody. Again, I can, with the screen so small, I can't tell how far ahead people are, and I can't even really see if they're on the road or not. I know I saw a couple and I started sprinting to catch them, but they were sprinting too, and my legs were just shot. I mean, they were hurting from all the climbs. I think that says 382 feet of elevation that we did, and we were actually moving, so it wasn't like you were just sitting back, relaxed, nice easy pace going up these things. You're pushing as hard as you can, because if you don't, you're going to get dropped. And yeah, I actually placed 3rd overall in this. So out of the 5 races, I think I got 2 third place and 1 first place, so that's pretty good. Tomorrow I'll know what the overall standings are for all the races. They basically take the times, your best times from the 5 races, and then whoever has the shortest amount of time is the winner. I think I might be in the top 100 out of I don't even know, a couple thousand people racing. But yeah, I have to probably wait until tomorrow for them to tally up all the the score. And then the other thing is that the races are still available Saturday and Sunday, so more people could be finishing. But yeah, that's basically it. I figured I'd leave this in just so you can see I'm dying. I can barely catch my breath. I just sprinted up the hill. I just got to take a little break here because, yeah, I can't. Just trying to get some oxygen into my lungs. Keep the legs moving. That way you don't cramp up. And the official standings will be showing up in a couple seconds here. But that's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I understand they can be kind of boring. I'm trying to find ways to make them more exciting without spending more money. But anyway, thanks for watching again, and have a good one. And I'll see you for the next series starting in November. Later.